This video is a brief introduction to basic searching of federal tax content on Lexis Advanced Tax. Lexis Advanced Tax offers the power and flexibility of Lexis Advance, combined with the ease and efficiency of a tax-specific platform like Lexis.com or Lexis Tax Center. It enables you to cast a wide net and search all tax sources at once, or pinpoint a precise target in one or more particular sources, using natural language keywords or terms and connectors language. Let's start with a hypothetical research problem. Suppose your client leases office buildings at its non-headquarters locations, but intends to close several of those sites over the next year. To do so, the company is considering paying substantial lease cancellation fees to its lessors. What is the appropriate federal tax treatment of the fees? Should they be amortized and gradually written off over the remaining life of the leases? Or can they be deducted in the year of cancellation? There are several ways to use Lexis Advanced Tax to locate the answer. First, on the Federal Tax subpage, you can search all resources, then filter your results as you review them. We could simply enter the terms lease cancellation in the search box. Using Lexis Advance's proprietary search algorithms, Lexis Advanced Tax will search all tax sources for these terms. Be aware that it will search first for both terms, then either term, and provide you relevance-ranked results. To find the exact phrase only, you can construct your query in terms and connectors language. The search engine will recognize your intention. You can also choose to put quotation marks around both terms in natural language. Once you retrieve your results, you can use post filters and search within results to locate the information you need. For more information on search technique, see the Lexis Advanced videos on searching and using filters. Many times in tax research, however, you'll know even before you begin searching what type of content, or even what specific source will answer your question the most quickly. For that reason, the layout of Lexis Advanced Tax is designed to make it easy for you to run precise searches by selecting particular sources or groups of sources in your search too. Going back to our hypothetical search, suppose you generally prefer to start your research with a secondary or analytical source. Ideally, you want to find a treatise that explains the tax treatment of lease cancellations. Lexis Advanced Tax will guide you there. Just scroll down to Treatises and Practice Guides in the right-hand column. Then, click on Real Estate and select both titles by clicking on the magnifying glass and plus sign. Next, notice how these selected sources appear in the upper left-hand corner of the screen to make it clear exactly what content you're searching. In the big red search box at the top, type in the words lease cancellation in quotation marks. Then hit search. Your search retrieves hits from two relevant sources: Federal Taxes Affecting Real Estate, published by Matthew Bender, and Federal Taxation of Real Estate, published by American Lawyer Media. In the Matthew Bender publication, Section 4.08 states the rule. The other treatise, Federal Taxation of Real Estate, Section 13.02 states the same rule. We hope you found this video useful in learning to do research on Lexis Advanced Tax. Please look for other videos focusing on federal tax research on Lexis Advanced Tax.